Hey there, true crime friends. I had not been expected to be home in time to get you a lunchtime true crime today, but today has been crazy and there won't be a lunchtime true crime, but we will have to do a little follow-up on a tidbit of gossip that we've been out here talking about in these streets. And that is, have we heard the final chapter in the Shirley Strawberry, Steve Harvey situation? I do not know, but so look, for those who don't know, Shirley Strawberry, who works for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. P.S. I have not listened to the Steve Harvey Morning Show in years and years and years and years. It's just not for me anymore. Plus, who listens to radio? People still listen to radio? Okay, apparently they do. So look, when this story came out about Shirley Strawberry, I was like, ooh, tell me everything. And so Shirley's husband got arrested and Shirley was losing everything. And I was here for all of the tea. Did I listen to the jail phone calls? Yes. Every single one. And if more come out, I will be listening to them too. Please and thank you. But apparently, Shirley has some little things to say about Steve last week, where she said that Marjorie treated Steve and them, Steve's wife, Marjorie, treated the rest of the people on the morning show like the help. I was like, oh. And then she also said that Steve was winded and wheezing after he had walked up some stairs in his house. Okay, honestly, to me, that was the least interesting part of all of these 6, 8, 25 part phone calls that I got over at Phone Calls from Jail, or is it called Phone Calls from Prison? Child, it's a YouTube channel called Phone Calls from Jail or Prison that has all of the tea. And I was like, yes. So when Steve Harvey on Friday was like, we will be doing a live strawberry letter, because see, the strawberry letter is when like somebody writes in a letter and they get advice from the morning show. And I'm like, okay, I want to hear this live strawberry letter. So Shirley was like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this situation. And I was like, tell us everything about your husband in that situation. That is not really where they took it at all, which frankly, I found quite disappointing. So this is what happened, because I know not everybody heard it, not everybody saw it, but I was on it. I had a teensy little travel emergency this morning. So it is almost noon and I have traveled 300 miles today. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Got up at 3, hit the road by 4, went upstate, came back down, and now I'm about to get on to do some work done. But I was like, I got to check in with my true crime friends. So look. I'll make a Shirley Strawberry playlist so you can follow all of those Shirley Strawberry posts that I've done, because I've done a lot of them. So many, in fact, that people have been stealing them and posting them on other channels. Really? I'm good enough to be stolen from? Thank you. But if you steal my work outright, make sure you spell my name right, boo-boo. It's Kathy from Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. Make sure you spell Innuendo right, too. Or just Kathy, G-R-I. Either way, it works. Anyway, so look. Shirley comes on and she's like a little weepy and a little verklempt, and she immediately refers to her husband, Ernesto, as her estranged husband. I was like, really? Estranged? Estranged, you say? At what point did you become estranged? And so she's like, my estranged husband is in jail. And I was like, oh, so can we find out more about the estrangement? And then she goes on to talk about Steve and Marjorie. I don't care about Steve and Marjorie. I wasn't checking for Steve and Marjorie. And she was saying, Steve and Marjorie, I know you've been going through a lot in these last couple of weeks. They have? I had not been paying attention. Steve and Marjorie have not been on my radar since forever. Now, what I did know about this situation brought them up, but what I had heard about them is for years, everybody been calling Miss Marjorie Lady Heron. That's hood for heroin. Lady Heron, because she had 2 former husbands that were drug dealers, and people have called her a gold digger. Okay, well, she good at it, and she'll teach a class. Dig your gold, Miss Marjorie. And whether she intended to dig gold or accidentally got some gold, she got some gold. I ain't mad either way. Listen, Steve was like, I was broke when she got with me. Okay. Were you though, Steve? Like, you didn't have any money at that minute. He was like, my accountant stole all this money. I was $22 million in debt. Okay. $22 million in tax debt meant you had made a whole lot of money historically, and you was primed to make a whole lot more money. So she just rolled the dice on a very good bet, and I am not mad at Miss Marjorie for it. If they have taught a class, I would be sitting in the front of the class with a pencil. Being a gold digger is not a slam. That is a talent. That is a gift. Oh, that I could dig that kind of gold. You know what I've dug up in my life? Some babies. A lot of babies. I'm a baby. I have partnered with men who are abundantly fertile. Money? not so much on that front. But that's okay, because the sister knows how to make her own coin. And I am not mad about that either. Anyway, that notwithstanding, so Shirley went on to apologize to Steve for the things that she said about him and what she thought was a private phone call. So that was the least interesting part of those phone calls. This is what I want to know. What does Shirley know? When did she know it? She said that there's a divorce in the works. Really? When did you find out? How did you find out the real tea? Are you going to turn state's evidence? Are you going to testify against him? These are the things that I really, really, really want to know. So, all the Steve business, okay, whatever. So I guess this means Steve's wife is not sleeping with Big Boom, who is Steve's bodyguard and supposedly chef. Something tells me I don't see Big Boom being a chef. But another gossip blogger. Now listen, if we're going to talk about Steve, why his name is in my mouth, let his name be in my mouth. Although he said anybody who talked bad about them, he got them on site. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to have to not see him. Okay, seems pretty easy. I spent all this time not seeing him. Doesn't seem like it's that hard now. But Tasha K is out here in these streets saying that Steve got a little side dish and she is a vegan chef who don't wear panties. Is that true? Is that not true? That is strictly gossip and rumor, though fascinating. Anyway, is he a vegan? I didn't know he was a vegan. Okay, and what kind of food should be cooking? Is it good vegan food? Does she have a cookbook? Can I get some recipes? I'm not a vegan. I eat everything, but I love food. Vegan, not vegan, whatever. Anyway, so Shirley Strawberry has seen the light about her husband. She was out here trying to just stand by her man and giving him Bible verses and giving him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, she sounded crazy and naive in them phone calls. But apparently when when her husband got arrested, he was like, oh, baby, I'll be out in a couple days. A couple days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, months have turned into a year. Now she has lost a whole bunch of money and all of her business is out here in the street. That jail Zoom where he was like, the lawyer was like, he can come home. He can come home to Shirley at any time. I would like to know the date of that viewing, because I thought that was relatively recently. But now she has stopped sending him money. She knows the who's who and the what's what, and that he got a side chick, and she's in the middle of the divorce. Can we get all the dirty details on that? Is that something y'all wanted to keep private? Quiet? Okay. Because if it was my personal business, personally, I would want to keep it quiet, but I'm not in the public eye. I'm just in the YouTube eye. And out here talking about folks. But trust and believe. Oh, folks talk about me. Oh, people I know in my personal life, oh, they got a mouthful of stuff to say about me. I don't care. I don't, because they don't really know nothing. Or the things they know are only the things I told them. So like, what do I care? Means nothing to me. I can't pay my mortgage with their opinions. So their opinions are worth absolutely nothing to me. So that notwithstanding, I trust that phone calls from jail, phone calls from prison is going to get a lot more hits. And good for you, girl. Make your coin. The woman who runs that site, she's about to blow up. And I'm like, okay, go on and blow up. Because now they talk about it. Everybody's talking about it. I'm glad she's monetized. I'm glad she has all her whole situation together. And so we're going to listen to those phone calls and all the other jail phone calls that came out. And here's the interesting thing to me. Steve and Shirley made it sound like, oh, somebody was bribed to leak these phone calls. Nah, boo-boo. FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. It says on the phone call, your call will be recorded. And Shirley was like, I knew the calls would be recorded, but I didn't know they would be out here for everybody to hear. Yeah. Freedom of Information Act. That's how that worked. Nobody tricked you. Nobody conned you. People pay their little money and they get the calls to come in, and then the government gives them out. That's the way the government works. It was not the devil. It was not nobody plotting and scheming against you. People just used the levers of power that were available to them. So what are we going to do? Sorry, all your personal businesses out here in these streets. But it is what it is. And honestly, I just like the jail phone calls because I'm nosy. What am I going to do with this information? I can't do nothing with this information. But just be like, girl, for real? And Steve Harvey, I'm sure your ratings this morning were fire. I'm sure everybody tuned in to watch or listen or whatever. And as many commercials as they played during the little 6 minutes or 8 minutes you did, child, it was like 25,000 commercials. I was like, okay, get your ad dollars, boo-boo. You see how this works? Everybody is making bank on it. Every single one of us. And apparently, Steve said his wife is on grandchild watch, whatever they're waiting for a grandbaby to be born. Congratulations! congratulations on the grandbaby. Hope for a healthy and happy pregnancy and delivery. So, okay, I got to go refill my Starbucks. You know, I've been up since 3. I got the venti. I'm gonna need me another flat white, probably an iced one, so that I can get on with the rest of my day. Other than that, y'all have a great, safe day. I'm gonna see if I can, now that everything in my house is back in order and tucked away and peaceful, hopefully, fingers crossed, I can record a couple of lunchtime true crimes so we can have lunchtime true crime for the rest of the week. If it happens, great. If not, what you want from me. I'm just doing my best. Okay, y'all, you have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Oh, and for our members, our True Crime BFFs, you know I'm going to see y'all at bedtime. I'll see you then. Bye.